knows, pension costs and the growth of pension costs are one of the biggest drivers in in local budgets. And so there's a proposal in the Assembly, hasn't been introduced in the Senate, but it should, to cap the rate of growth of pension costs to localities to about 2%. And we can talk about the number, but 2% increase a year, and then anything above that 2% would be administered at the state level. And this just comes down to a basic philosophy that I have. Local governments and county governments were never meant to run Medicaid. They were never meant to run pension systems. They were meant to deliver services to county taxpayers. The state should be doing things like Medicaid and absorbing these pension costs that are skyrocketing and hurting our schools. So I think these are two of the biggest drivers in terms of mandates that we need to address: the Medicaid system and then also the growth of pension costs. And then also, we hear a lot about the MTA payroll tax. I am for a full repeal of the MTA payroll tax, and that is a third mandate, but I have a kind of a unique position on it, and it's one we haven't heard lawmakers talk about. There is a case that has just ruled the MTA payroll tax unconstitutional. People may have read about it. That case is being appealed by the MTA. I have called on the MTA to drop their appeal immediately and let that tax die quietly into the night. There's one thing that Democrats and Republicans in suburban communities agree on, that the payroll tax is killing small businesses. I grew up here in the Hudson Valley. I had an aunt that had a balloon shop right on Main Street in Poughkeepsie. She worked every day to just try to bring a couple more customers into that balloon shop. Those are the type of stores that are getting killed by an MTA payroll tax that has nothing to do with their business. And so we need to repeal it, and I think the MTA should drop their repeal, and we should let that tax go quietly into the night. So those are three specific items that I would move forward on if I'm elected. Mandate relief in terms of Medicaid, pension costs, and the MTA payroll tax. And I would call anyone seriously running for legislature this year to be specific. It's not enough to call for mandate relief in a bullet point and not tell the voters what that means. These are real proposals that will actually save taxpayers money. And with that, I think Lynn was just going to say a couple words, and then I'm certainly available for questions.